the Seal of Biliteracy is that each one of the three has had a very different journey on their language acquisition process, and I'd like each of them to just kind of comment on what it's been like for them learning language, why they've chosen to continue studying language, and maybe any background information that contributes to their language learning.
My name's Isabel Gomez, and I have the Seal of Biliteracy, and my dad is from Venezuela. He moved here when he was around 10, and my whole family's from there. So I knew I wanted to learn Spanish because I think it's just a very engaging class, and it makes you want to learn more like language, and it makes it interesting, and it's not just like reading from a textbook. It's like you engage a lot, like talk in Spanish a lot.
My name is Darcy Lynn, and I have my Seal of Biliteracy. I started Spanish in 9th grade, where I took Spanish 1, and then I took Spanish 2 in 10th grade, and I really didn't have much interest in continuing past that point because I had kind of reached my requirement for high school. But when I reached 11th grade, my guidance counselor put me into Spanish 3 with Ms. Hegelke, and that's when I really did begin to love Spanish. Like Isabel said, it was just a really engaging class, and I had a lot of fun doing all the different activities that we had to do and having discussions with my classmates and everything like that. So I decided to continue on to Spanish 4, where I earned my Seal of Biliteracy my second semester junior year, and then take AP Spanish this year.
Beautiful.
My name is Claudia Jensen, and I have a Seal of Biliteracy. And my journey started like pretty much when I was born because my mom is from Spain, and she taught me Spanish along with English, so I'm pretty like fluent in both of them. But I do agree that like I am much better at Spanish now that I've been through all of the Spanish classes I've been through, because I feel like it really does teach you more of the grammar and everything that I wouldn't have otherwise. I lived in Spain for a year, which I definitely do think helped with that, but being in Ms. Hegelke's class was really helpful. Like they said, it was much more engaging, and we would just do more, like talk more. She would ask about our day, so we would have to think about real life situations of how to respond and all that. So I think that it was a lot of fun, and I definitely would recommend.
For each of you, what's a funnest moment that you've had in Spanish?
Keep it appropriate.
It's okay, whatever it is. Whatever it is. What is it?
I like doing the projects. Like last year we watched a TV series, and then we made a project on it. We had to make a skit of like an ending to the series, and
Do you remember how you modified it?
we made it so that like Paula ran off with like the mysterious like the Nomo. Yeah, at the end.
Yeah, that's good.
I think my favorite part about Spanish is just having the conversations every day where we talk about what we did the day before, how we're feeling that day, what we did over the weekend, because I just like getting to practice real life situations, like having conversations with other people.
Okay. And for you?
I think that my favorite part was actually recently, like categories, I think it was, and we had to like come up with a like something to think about, and then everyone else in the class had to try and guess, and everyone, including Mrs. Hegelke, was getting very engaged in it, and it was so fun. So that was probably the best part.
All right. And why should everyone consider shooting for the Seal by Literacy?
It's
Why do
just
you
a good accomplishment, I think. You're not even like to say you have the seal or anything, just for like, I just like having it because I feel like just for like self-accomplishment, I guess.
Yeah, to add on to that, I want to study abroad when I go to college, so I feel like it's really useful to be able to know another language and be able to communicate with people who don't speak English.
Yeah, I think it's also really important because it not only like shows to other people, but more importantly, like it shows to yourself, kind of like what Isabel said, like you are showing yourself that you can do it, and like it shows that you can do even more than that, you know? So I feel like it's good to push for that, push for things like that.